Does this meet your standard? I'm just holding up my end of the deal. I really don't get you.
The harmonious forest was filled with all manner of adorable animals, great and small. Yet none were as adorable nor popular as the little sheep. Her highly praised fleece was white and soft as fresh snow, and it seemed all the other animals of the forest wished to befriend her. Yet one day, a terrible wildfire ravaged the forest. The sheep survived, but suffered scary burns. She looked upon her hideous scars and was afraid she would lose everyone's love. These anxieties drove the sheep to apply similar-looking cotton fluff to her wounds. It was painful, but it could recreate the sheep's formerly beautiful fleece. The cotton fleece deceived most of the forest animals with one exception: the wily fox. The sheep sought out the fox and pleaded with him to not reveal her secret. But instead, the fox said to the sheep, "Why do you try so hard to hide your injury? The forest does not love you for your white fleece, but for your kind heart. Let everyone see your injury, and you'll be just as popular as before." The sheep trusted the fox's advice and revealed her hideous scarring. Indeed, far from abandoning the sheep, her many forest friends gathered around to console her with kind words and fresh grass. But it did not last for long. The sheep soon noticed the other animals sought her company less often. Sometimes they even quietly avoided her.
Poor child. That scar is so hideous.
I want to remain friends, but how can I ignore that hideous wound?
Rather than pretending nothing is wrong, it'd be so much easier not to talk to her anymore.
Such words came to the sheep's ears increasingly often. If only the sheep had not listened to the fox's advice, then even today she might enjoy her old popularity. This is what I thought after hearing that story. The harmonious forest was filled. In the training room,
I don't know if I would ever meet anyone else as kind-hearted as little Osie.
Yeah, she's a real darling. Won't bother a fly. By the way, did you get the present she made too?
Lil Osie was the only one who noticed I was feeling a bit down last month. And when I got back to my room, I found a little handmade doll and a nice letter she wrote.
I heard she even took in a stray cat last week and has been nursing it back to health day and night.
If there's a candidate for a real living angel among us, I think Lil Osi must be it. The girl's ears pricked up at the mention of her name. She paused en route, her eyes dipping in nervous excitement soon after. I was just doing what I should for my friends. The girl wanted to join her friends on the battlefield, but she was not ready yet. She still needed more practice and training. Thus, she decided to support her friends in some other way. A smile tugged at the corners of the girl's mouth. There was something wonderful about receiving that kind of praise. She took her good mood back to the break room and a fresh resolve to be the kind of person all her friends would love. Hey, Lil Osi! This is for you! Oh, what is it? A doll of you! I probably did such a bad job you don't recognize it. No, I do, but I thought I should give you a present in return for your handmade doll last month. It was so cute. I just have to look at it whenever I get stressed. Oh, right. Thank you. The girl returned to her room, gift in hand, to find her cat by the door. Already well on its way to recovery, it brushed up to the girl's leg. Hey, little kitty! You can walk now! The cat lifted its head in an enthusiastic response. The girl rubbed the cat affectionately and placed it back on its bed. I just can't figure out this dirty furball's appeal. Huh? Or that weird little doll thing. What was it meant to look like? Am I dreaming? Where's that voice coming from? The girl surveyed her room, looked under her bed and on the balcony, but still couldn't find the source of the mysterious voice. If it's not coming from anywhere in this room, then does that mean... Was that... me? Oh no! I don't understand. Did I do that? The girl stared at the handmade doll on the ground. She clearly remembered placing it by her bedside table yesterday. The doll had been ripped in two, a fitting allegory for the soul of the girl currently looking at it. Kitty? A terrified little kitten peeked out from under the sofa, its recently healed front paws trembling in fear, as if terrified of its master and something she had done. The girl thought to herself, oh no. Is it possible I did something horrendous here? She turned slowly to the mirror and was shocked at the figure staring back at her. Who are you? In the training room, the girl wielded her scythe hard. Even though she was sweating profusely and her hands holding the heavy scythe kept shaking, the girl gritted her teeth and raised her arms again and again, disassociating herself into two identities? That must be the girl's fault. She's too useless. It's time to stop mucking around and to become stronger. This girl won't let everyone down.
Hey, do you feel like Lil Osi is pushing herself a bit hard these days?
Yeah, she's always had a great work ethic, but you know, it might be because she's got her hands on the new access key and can't wait to use its full potential.
Come to think of it, what did you think of Lil Osi's behavior at the last test of courage?
The very voice the girl most dreaded was the same she found whispering into her ear. Was there something deeply dark and cynical within Osiris? Or had her good girl persona been an act all along? It was her greatest fear, and drove the girl into an endless honing of her skills with the new access key so as to hopefully never hear that voice again. Such a little princess! Wouldn't it be easier to just wipe them all out?
Little Elsie, what's wrong? She's fainted. Quick, call the medical department.
Hey, little Osie! Guess what? We're in the same group for the first round tenure test! Oh, yeah. I got the message. You don't seem that happy about it, little Osie. Oh, I get it. Are you worried I'll bring the group bad luck? No, not at all. I'm very happy to be in the same group with you, Sis Bear. I'm just afraid I'll be holding you back. What? Your efforts in the training room have become legendary. You're worried about fainting again? Don't even think twice about it. It's really common in training. I've even been known to faint from hunger a few times. I don't think it's the same, is it? Come on! Let's just do our best. We'll be joining the Special Task Force together this year. Right. I'll do my best. You'll never win with such a weak teammate by your side. Little Osie, what's wrong? I'm fine, Sis Fair. I just need a bit of rest. Osiris ran to the nearest bathroom. She kept staring in the mirror. She saw her face one moment, another the next. Finally, she sagged exhausted against the bathroom wall as she struggled to contain her mounting sense of disgust. I can't. I don't think I can hold her off. Looks like we didn't make the cut once again. Oh, yeah, well, Miss Shu doesn't mince words, does she? You can't even dodge such an attack. You even tripped your teammate up. Such cooperation will never allow you to pass the test. And so on. I'm sorry. I felt very distracted during the test. That's all right. We can always redo the test in a few days. Sis Fair, you joined Aether Gazer to protect humanity, right? Yes. But if you want to be specific, the source of all my precious memories, my family, friends, the forest around my hometown, you know, I won't allow anyone to harm them. Wow. That's amazing. Oh, is it? I don't think so. I basically grew up at Aether Gazer. The Special Task Force was a natural step to repay everyone's kindness, but I never thought about it the way you do. I'm not sure I agree with that. I think you're really amazing in your own right. Isn't that why you're working so hard? I thought that was your biggest motivator, to try to give something back. All right, we better feed our hungry bellies first. Come on, we're gonna pass the test tomorrow, okay? Yet Verdandy's words were a cold comfort for the girl at that moment. Because the girl realized, deep down, her situation was nowhere near as rosy as it looked. These sorts of casual encouragements felt more like a weight on the girl's shoulders, or a spiderweb trapping her movement. Can I trust the words of the fox? The transparent fluid traveled through the cannula into the girl's veins. She regained consciousness without any idea of how or when she'd been transported there. The girl noticed blurry shadows moving and talking from outside the window. Their conversation appeared somewhat heavy-laden.
Are you sure it's another personality entirely?
Yes. In terms of body language, speech patterns, everything. There's no match between our Osiris and the person who destroyed the training room.
How could I not have seen this coming?
The girl listened to the conversation as her hands unconsciously squeezed the bedsheet. They already knew? Was this sweet, good-natured girl's body inhabited by an evil, violent entity, incapable of neither empathy or kindness, but only destruction? What would become of her? Was she destined for a life under a microscope like some kind of lab rat? Could she even hide this new reality from everyone? People would begin to treat her differently. The girl wanted to leave her bed, but found herself incapable of movement.
Do you have any idea of the cause?
Most likely, overuse of that access key living soul generated a whole new personality. No! She was here before I got the living soul.
Even so, this is a kind of pathological sickness, correct?
Pathological sickness? Yeah. I'll come up with a treatment plan over the next few days. Don't let her use that access key again before then.
Okay. We'll keep a close eye on her.
The girl decided not to say the words on the tip of her tongue. They're right. If this is an illness, then the girl's just a helpless bystander. Sometimes people just get sick. Nothing anyone can do about that. Yes. All the girl needs to get better is simply to accept this treatment. All I'm doing is simply not disclosing a few things that I'm not sure about anyway. I'd hardly consider that lying. I didn't tell them.
I can't believe what's happened to our lovely Lilosi. What a terrible, strange illness. Imagine having to share control over your own body with another entity. Terrifying.
But that's alright. Lil Osi will be fine again after the operation. Yet Osiris found cold comfort in these encouraging words, which also reminded her of the truth she had been concealing. The girl lay on the operating table. A few extremely bright lights banished every shadow from the room, like dazzling moons. She heard the sound of the surgical tweezers being removed from the box as the echocardiogram kept beeping in rhythmic fashion.
It'll be completely fine, Osiris. All this will be over after a short nap.
Miss Shu, what will happen to the other personality after the operation?
Don't worry about it, okay? Okuni Nushi thinks she'll simply not reappear ever again.
Does that mean she will vanish forever?
It was simply a side effect of using the living soul. We aren't even sure whether it's a real personality or just a partial aspect of one. Don't overthink it, Osiris. All we're doing is helping you recover back to normal.
Back to normal. But what if this personality has always been a part of me?
Preparing to administer special anesthesia. 10 milligrams. 20 milligrams.
I've lied to everyone. They're going to remove her like some sort of parasite, but no one's asked her for her opinion.
30 milligrams.
Wait, Miss Shu.
40 milligrams. 50 milligrams. Anesthetic administered. Target has been sedated. Commencing personality separation procedure.
Why did they call off the operation all of a sudden?
I don't know. The medical department didn't say anything to anyone.
Poor girl. So that evil personality is still stuck in Osiris's body, right? So where is Lil Osi right now?
I heard they're keeping her under observation. And Shu is teaching her how to suppress the other personality.
How did you find that out?
The observation room is off limits, but I happened to catch sight of Lil Osi sitting by herself when I walked past. She looked real lonely.
It's
it's time to administer the medication, Osiris.
Fantastic. Did I do that? I mean, destroy the equipment in the observation room and damage all those AGI mechas?
Oh, no, that wasn't you, Osiris. Well, I suppose it was in some sense. In summary, you are unwell, Osiris, but you'll be fine once we treat this sickness. I'm sorry. Shu asked us not to let you see any of these, but your body seems to be resisting the anesthetics. We weren't sure when you'd wake up.
It's okay. I can sense what happens to my body. And there's no concealing bruises or injections. So the sheep chose to ignore the fox's words and lie to keep her secret. But the outcome was never in doubt. The sheep could not be popular forever.
I don't get your meaning, Osiris.
That's all right. I'm sorry. Let's administer the medicine. The harmonious voice.
Not afraid? Not even one bit? You're a brave one. I remember you. The administrator, right? You're a fragile little thing, especially compared to the others. What game is Shu playing, I wonder? Sending you in here while she hides in her office.
It's about Osiris. We haven't seen Osiris's personality reassert itself since she returned from New Hansa.
Please let Miss Shu and the others go. I can give you my body, Aether.
Ugh! You will regret trusting these weaklings!
Right. Aether. Administrator, I'd like to talk to you about Osiris and Aether. About what we know of each one's personality and how our relationship and her situation have deteriorated. These are things known by very few. We had thought our problems could be solved by placing the Aether personality under a tight leash. But it looks like we were wrong. Things have gotten to the point where I'm afraid we need you.
So, what do you want from me? That Shu sent you all the way here to tell me this? Ridiculous! Now you listen to me. Once I get out of here, I will teach Shu and all the rest of you a painful lesson. Then you'll learn the consequences of angering me. What else can one say? Oh, shut up! Couldn't you see Osiris was getting in my way? Wait, what's that look on your face? What, are you trying to provoke me? Look at all the trouble you had with one little burned-out factory, and your teammate is still lying on the bed. What else am I to conclude but that you're a bunch of pathetic weaklings? Is it not obvious? Those children's toys can't even compare to a flick of my wrist. Is there any reason for such pointless promises? We both know the factory's goose is cooked, so how am I supposed to prove myself? What exactly is that ugly little thing? So you want me to prove I could have handled the Spielt mission on my own with that? Well, how will you know if I succeed? Did you take this little trinket with you in the hopes I might enter your dreamscape? Whatever. As if I care about your little games. And as far as I can tell, none of Shu's schemes have ever succeeded. You intrigue me. Very well. I'll take you on a little jaunt. Pass me the helmet through the partition. I won't hurt you. I'm honestly curious to see what kind of dreamscape you built. I'm ready. We can begin any time. What? I can't see a thing. What are you waiting for? Stupid design. Is this it? This world seems no different from the real one. Ah, it's been so long since I've been free of my shackles. I don't care if this is a dream. This feels so good. Hey, great job with the recreation of that crappy old factory. I suppose that means those annoying AGI mechas and guards will be turning up soon. Infiltrate? That's not what I intend to do at all. Like I've said, I will prove I can raise this place without even breaking a sweat. Why would I have to sneak around like you weaklings? Well, the stage is set, and all that remains is for me to give my audience the show they want to see. You just back off, open your eyes, and watch and learn.
Hey, stop there! Who the heck are you? And how did you get in here?
Just get out of my way, minions. You aren't worth my time. Keep your mouth shut and admire my power. Oh, they break so easily. Die! Your soul now mine! The banquet begins! Look around! Say goodbye to this world! Die!
Eliminate intruders. Glory to Spielt Industries. Glory to Spielt Industries.
I remember now. You weaklings couldn't defeat all the AGI mechas back then, could you? And they chased you down like you were a pack of stray dogs. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn each and every one of these AGI mechas into scrap metal. Keep your mouth shut and admire my power. Run? Do you really think you can get out? Your soul now mine! Look around. Say goodbye to this world. Decision. Life or death. Such a weakling.
Error. Operations failed. Operations failed.
You see that? They can't stop me, no matter how many of those gewgaws they send. Ugh, you're even more useless than I thought. I mean, you can't even keep up. Fine, I'll wait for you. For now. That's actually an excellent idea, now that I think about it. Watch carefully now. This is what true power looks like. Run? Do you really think you can get out? Your soul now mine! Look around. Time to say farewell. Die! You're right all you want. Die! Die! How fleeting. What do you hope to gain with such lavish and sudden praise? Flatter me as you will. Weaklings like you will never be fit to be my companion. That said, it is understandable that you would wish to follow me now that you have witnessed my strength. So, for now, I will allow you to feast your eyes upon my glory. Well, yes and no. I can watch her memories like I'm watching a movie. But sometimes the reel gets stuck. Or I get bored and my attention wanders. And then I look up again when your antics get too much. I've never prevented her from watching mine. You should go talk to her. Maybe she's the one who's preventing herself from watching. Watch carefully now. This is what true power looks like. Run? Do you really think you can get out? Die! Your soul now mine! Say goodbye to this world!
You want me to battle? Is no one else available?
Well, I enjoyed letting off some steam, but I'm getting a little tired of this. That's the thing about excitement. It comes quick and it goes quick. And fighting those opponents was child's play. Ugh, forget about it. And keep up, please.
I'm ready for battle. Problem solved. Computing power sufficient.
Okay, you fools over there.
Finish it.
Time to pack
Quick.
up and go home.
Got you.
That's close. Calculation finished. Ethereal Enigma formation. A solvable equation. The sun rises and falls. All things live and die.
Okay, let's play!
You have nowhere to run.
That's close.
Got you.
Don't underestimate me! Don't you disappoint me, Craps.
You have no...
If you insist. From backstage to the spotlight. A cornered beast. Flash! Another one. Now, can you take this? Disperse! I'll pave the way to my objective with these victories.